and welcome to Winifred's Wardrobe. Today I thought we'd do something nice and give ourselves a little pat on the back for some good sewing habits. I am by far not a perfect sewer. I am completely self-taught and therefore I find I make a lot of mistakes. But even though I have copious amounts of bad habits, I also have some good habits that I'm actually very proud of. So I thought I'd share the 5 habits I am most proud of. Here we go. Tracing your patterns onto a different material, be it tracing paper, cardboard, wrapping paper, anything really, is incredibly useful. Tracing your pattern pieces onto a different material is something that not everyone does, but I think it is super beneficial. It lets you keep the original intact, which is great for vintage patterns or patterns with multiple sizes, and it allows you to make modifications on the new pattern pieces without destroying the original. Pre-washing fabric seems like common sense for most sewers, and there's good reason for it. Fabric straight from the store tends to have chemical coatings on it, and washing it beforehand takes that chemical coating away and also pre-shrinks the fabric. There are very few times where I won't pre-wash a fabric, for example, when the fabric isn't going to get washed when it's made into the garment, such as corsets, stretch pleather, or garments that I've hand-painted but haven't sealed properly, or fabric that shouldn't be washed in general, such as leathers, furs, certain types of wools, and garments with padding. Mock-ups or toiles are probably my most and least favorite part of sewing. They are essential when your chosen fashion fabric is really expensive. You have to check the sizing of a pattern, or if you're trying to learn a new technique before you start on your actual garment. It can be very frustrating when you have to cut and sew multiple... Are you okay? Multiple times, but it is essential when you're wanting to get the sizing correct, and it'll make your finished project look a lot more professional. Even though a lot more professional is not a good way of saying that. Let's try that again. However, it'll make your finished product look that much more professional. Ironing is something that I've only just begun to appreciate, and I really wish I had understood what a difference it makes sooner. It is honestly one of the simplest ways to take your garment from beginner to professional. Another thing that I've also realized is that steam makes all the difference when you're ironing. So odds are, if you can't get a wrinkle out, you're just not using enough steam. Keeping a sewing journal is only something that I've just recently started doing, but I think it's incredibly useful, and that's why I'm including it in this list. A sewing journal is a great place to keep notes on your projects. I usually put design notes, measurements, or specific materials that I'm looking for in my journal. I also put any modifications that I've made during the course of my mock-ups and a final to-do list for the finished garment. Do you want out? Is that what you want? I also put any fitting notes or adjustments I've made throughout the courses of my mock-ups, as well as a to-do list for the final garment. Eventually, when I perfect my journaling method, I would love to do a video on it if any of you guys are interested, so I can explain my methods and how journaling has helped me. So there you have my personal top 5 good sewing habits. What'd you think? Do you agree with my list? Is there any habit that you have that you think I should try to have? That came out wrong. Let me know in the comments below, and please feel free to hit the like button and subscribe button if you'd like to see more of my wardrobe. Really? In the meantime, I guess I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!